maybe music.
Is that what you like that one?
I think so.
Yeah.
I like it mostly.
Is that it? I'm gonna let it play for a little bit, man, before it plays out, right?
Yeah.
You think that sounds good in the headphones, bud?
Hey, how many people you tap? A lot. 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 How many times you get tapped? A lot. How many times you get pinned? A lot. How many times did you win? A lot. How many times
We're
did you
good.
lose? A lot.
We're
How
live.
many times did you
All
quit?
right, we're
A lot.
live.
How many hours you put on the map that you know you would never
Got
get
my
back?
little-
A lot.
Got my little boy right here. That's so cool. You like that song?
Yeah.
What's up, Thomas?
So,
You happy to be here today?
yes.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Ha. Hey, we're happy to have you here, man. It's really cool to be able to bring you in here. Doing a dream show live today in studio with no PGF stuffs due to some technical difficulties that were not ours. Things that were, I don't know. They couldn't get the show out edited in time this week, so we didn't have the episode this week, so it's going to push it back one more week before we get to see the final 2 matches of PGF Season 2 and the final episode of, well, not the final episode, but the final one that's going along with the Season 2 of the Dream Show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like
This season of the Dream Show.
This season of the Dream Show.
LOL.
Hey, so yeah, so I guess I don't know. I'm ready to have seen the matches and stuff because I think it was James Regina and Matt Elkins going into the last day.
What were your feelings going into that? How were you feeling?
I think going into it for sure was hyped up, but actually had just had the match with Evan, and it was like a situation where things I didn't get the points, you know, and I think I did well in the match and would have been dominant by any other criteria except for the fact that I couldn't score points on him in that format and get a win. Had some really good like looks at head and arms and different things like that on him. I tried to kill him, and I like gassed my arms out pretty bad, trying to squeeze out some stuff. And that's why I think a transition to the twister plays a little bit more because my arms are pretty juiced. They're like, he needs to go for the back or
Getting
whatever.
tired, yeah.
Yeah. I'd squeezed as hard as I could, trying to finish that head and arm, and just kind of missed. So, bless you. Going into the match with James, like going into day 3, right? I was like, we need 666 at least, right? We had I was like, we're gonna get these 18 points basically, and so there was a 0 right there from Evan and a huge energy dump that I normally didn't want to have to experience, and so and then we knew now that James had already come out and said that he was going to do a opportunity. He was going to try to just stall out the whole time and get a 0 on me on purpose. And so I was really just ready to go out there and make sure that I didn't let him get a 0 because I needed to score 6 points. So I went and was ready to just kind of to push the pace again, even though I had kind of dumped the tank and whatever. There wasn't much time between rounds and everything. But I wasn't tired in that way, but I was frustrated and angry. And so I was ready to go out there and try to like dunk on James now for sure because of the miss against Evan.
Yeah. Well, sorry, everybody. I had a little bit of a mishap back here.
Little choker. What's up, dude? You good? Moving.
Thomas, have you gotten a chance to watch your dad do any of this stuff?
No.
You haven't watched any of the shows? You haven't watched any of the matches? Oh.
None of them.
Okay. Well,
I just seen some.
Some. Well, what do you think about what you've seen?
It's mostly pretty cool to me. I like watching jiu-jitsu, and the first time I was in martial arts in Winter Robins here, it was fun, and that inspired me to get to jiu-jitsu places, different jiu-jitsu places, and it inspired me.
It inspired you?
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
I like that. That's cool, man.
That's a good story.
Yeah. So, what do you think about me competing? Do you think it's cool that I go out and compete against people? And
Yeah, I like it. So, cause I can see you on cam, and it's mostly fun. Cause it's mostly really cool, really cool.
Yeah, it's cool because you get to see me on camera and competing and stuff like that.
Yeah,
What do you think about if I win?
it's good.
You think it's good if
I like it.
you like it? What if I lose? What does that make you feel like?
I don't care if you lose. I don't care if you win or lose.
That's cool. Are you okay, Isaac? He's choking over there. Sorry. You don't care if I win or lose, though?
Yeah.
No, that's cool, man. I appreciate that. I just like to compete. So it's fun for me to go out there and do my jiu-jitsu against other people that are tough and that are good. And sometimes I don't win, and that's okay, right? We just like playing the game. So I appreciate that. And speaking of other things that we've had doing, man, we've been doing T-ball with you recently. Unfortunately, the weather rained us out today. That's why you're here with us in studio.
And I can't do my game tonight because it's going to be muddy.
Yeah, super.
And Coach didn't know about on Monday. He didn't know it was going to rain.
Yeah, he can't. He can't control the weather for sure. So we're here. Got this going on in the studio today. You want to pick it up? Like that? Okay. Okay. Cool. But I guess since we didn't get to do much of it last, we talk a little bit about the Mid-South Classic from last weekend, the third of the Mid-South that we've done. We hit the 170s again and the 225-pound bracket this time. Pretty cool. Again, really fast. Like those things get done pretty quick because we don't really waste any time. Like I don't like to sit there and have that dead space.
Yeah, that it went really really fast.
It's like an hour and
a
15
half.
minutes. Yeah, something for the whole show.
That's like almost like an hour and a half.
Yeah, it's almost exactly like an hour.
But it was 1 hour and 10 minutes.
Something
But
like
an hour and a half would be 1 hour and 50 minutes.
not so loud, okay? You're talking a little bit loud.
Yeah, you're getting a little too close, Thomas. Back up. There you go.
You got a nice voice. It carries a long way. But so with that, the tournament, we again 8 people brackets, $100 buy-in. That puts the pot up to $800 each. This time, Sheath Underwear hooked us up and sweetened the deal a little bit. So we dropped $200 more bucks each into each bracket there, and jazzed up some of the camera work with that.
That I was really excited about the new camera angle that we had with our new camera Yeti.
Another camera Yeti in the game here. We're really stepping up our Yeti services here, getting around doing the work.
I think I think Yeti was like the thing, like a brand or something about the Yeti. Yeti was like a brand or something.
It is a brand, but it's just a joke, like the Abominable Snowman or
Yeti.
The Yeti. That's what you're thinking of as an
Sasquatch.
actual Yeti.
Yeah, you're also just sick,
You are
I guess.
100% on point
Yes.
though. You're very observant,
What
Thomas.
you've seen so far of Yetis.
Hey, Egghead did have a quick question. Sorry, everybody. I am now back. I
dying.
was dying for a second. The pollen has been rinsed off, and it was fun. Egghead had a question about, are you ready for the post-season tournament?
Yes, I'm ready. I'm ready to get it done, ready to get in there and mix it up with whomever the first one of these cats is. At this point, it's been another year, it feels like. So yeah, I'm ready to get in there and get it done. I'm ready to go ahead, and the no time limit, it's going to be interesting. Will it change anything? I don't know. That's the thing. Like, who's going to change? Will anybody change? Doesn't matter. Let's go. What's up? No. So this, you can't be. Look, if you want to sit in, you got to sit in. Okay. But yes, I'm super ready to go. Also, just going to do finishers in Bethlehem May 8th, I guess, just to kind of pivot into that a little bit before just to talk about being ready. Just trying to get ready to compete more, get a couple more reps in before we go to the PGF. It's EBI rules, so that's 10-minute matches. So to give a little bit longer play period to see what happens. Maybe I can stretch out my legs a little bit, so to say, a little bit, see what happens in those kind of formats again, just to get some more, get more reps, because I did those 15 matches, and then now I've been off, and I've noticed some guys have been competing still quite a bit, and some guys haven't. But those reps are important. The live reps are important. So I'm really ready to go and get it done before too much time passes and people have changed or game planned or whatever.
Yeah. Well, and the getting ready for the no time limit, is that kind of getting you? Are you trying to get to a different headspace for that? Is it where you were always, or?
So that's what I've been trying to think about the last week or so right now, because I've been trying to chill a little bit before I ramped up the last little while. That way it wasn't so hard on me, I guess, to start preparing. Because if you prepare for no time limit, like you can't have enough cardio for no time limit. There's no way to prepare for forever. You know what I mean?
For a match that's going to last for an hour, how do you get ready for that?
You just got to be able to embrace the suck and just be prepared to, like, just take it. You know, if it goes that far, you just got to. I think that's when you got to look inside your heart, and you'll see whose heart's what's up. And so that's why you got to get, always got to give credit to, like, Joe and Kevin for that match in the first season. That's why everybody gives them so much respect and so much love. It's it was a good match back and forth, whatever, but just the fact of going that hard for that long proves what you're about in some kind of way that's more than a technical thing.
What does no time limit mean to you, Thomas?
The no time.
Like, there's no time limit on the match. What is that? What do you think about?
It makes me have more time to get into the win. It gives me more time.
Talking to the mic.
Talk to the microphone, buddy.
It gives me more time to do it and to win and get into the position and try and settle, get the takedown. It gives me more time.
Okay.
It gives you more time. You think you need a little bit more time to get to the submission? No, you got to be. You like to be pretty fast for yours.
I take like 10 minutes.
10 minutes usually for you. That's a pretty long time. 10 minutes is a lot of work sometimes.
Not for me.
Not for you? Nothing.
If I went against Brock, I would win.
Oh, let's not call people out on the live stream.
Yeah, you don't need to. You don't need to call people straight up. There's a lot of those out in the world, though.
Don't call your classmates out on live streams. That's not cool. But yeah, I feel you. I know you can win. I see you.
Egghead out here giving us some research.
Uh-oh.
So he says current PGF standings have you against Jake Elkins, possibly Matt Elkins, if younger brother scores more points in the last week. What changes in your strategy are you looking to submit an Elkins?
I'm going to club him.
Club.
Yeah. 100.
That's it.
You
We're gonna fist fight until we get to the ground. That's what they like. That's the only way you can beat one of them. You got to be ready to, like, bar fight them in a grappling way.
Rough them up.
You got to be able to take it.
Yeah. So in the beginning of the season, I know in the interviews there were a couple times where we had conversations and there were things that were said that you were trying to not be a goon. You're trying to get away from being a goon. Do you feel like that this is one of those times you've got to pull that short club out?
You can't you can't goon a goon. You know what I mean? So, like, that's the thing. It's like that's
okay.
what it is what it is at that point. Those guys, they know the deal. I know the deal about them. It's real. They're real gangsters. They would, they're ready to throw down as hard as it takes immediately. And now having really got to know them a little bit more and understanding their mentality, and stuff, I get excited about matches like that.
Yeah.
Like, I get excited about the possibility. Like, I get excited about trying to think about going an hour with one of those cats. What would that be like? I don't want to. Of course, like, in my mind, like, I don't want to do that. No, especially not the first round or something like that. But then also I'm like, that would be dope, though. Like, that would be pretty cool. That's like, again, it's just one of those stories, like,
right,
like a war story that you could have together or whatever. You know what I mean? Like kind of like, just like with Joe and Kevin or whatever. Like, it would be something that you would be linked to in time, forever. And so that's what these matches are anyway, right? What we call sorting it out, or what we call whatever. And some of these guys are doing whatever they're doing. But for me, it's just putting moments in time away, things like experiences and things that I can share with him or with you guys at the school, or things that are going to be on tape, or film, whatever footage that's going to be out there, words that are going to be spoken and left to speak for themselves.
What does that's what's been interesting to see play out. Of that, like this is on tape. Like this is playing out in front of the world on live stream on the interwebs. Like, what is that played into your mind?
It's been tough, honestly. Like the spotlight is hard when you feel like you're not doing as well as you want to sometimes, or as well as you think people want you to, or like the expectation that you think someone has of you. And if you start living in that world, it gets really heavy, you know? And so like, honestly, it's really funny, but like the hardest week of it all, and then of it all, was the thing with the collusion or whatever. I couldn't wait to get past
that first week.
I couldn't wait to get past it. Even on the day that it happened at the show, I couldn't wait. And then I was able to kind of move past it while we were there. But then I knew that it was going to kind of be a thing that would come out, and I was ready to get past it. So, like, that was frustrating, and like I didn't know, you know what I mean? Because like I didn't know
it
where
wasn't
to go.
jujitsu. It was a different game.
And
at
I
that
shouldn't
point
have, you
for
know, and
yeah.
like it was like it was something that we shouldn't have even had to spend time on, and I had to spend way too much energy describing things that were, to me, a non-factor in the moment, and then it was too late. You know, kind of like whatever, how things go. But I like showing people the truth. I like showing you the truth. I like to show you what's real as I can. I like to show you that I struggle. I like to show you that I also dominate. I like to show you that there's things that I say and there's things that I do. You know, I try to be what I say. I try to do the things that I say I'm going to do. But I'll fall short. Like, I'll fall short of hitting the mark, like with submissions or transitions or finishing some things, projects, or, you know what I mean? There's certain things, you know, just drop the ball sometimes. Like, everybody does. And so it's been tough to see the light shone on you when you don't win, or when you've gotten submitted in 10 seconds, or whatever the case is. All those things suck. But it's given me an opportunity to lean into everything and to just flex those those muscles, I guess, so to say, of like emotional learning and dealing with the public at large, kinda, and then also like these guys at home, trying to still, what does it mean overall, really, like really, that's what it's for, that's what it's all for, is the legacy that I'm trying to make. And so like it's him, you know.
I see, Thomas, you have on your dad's rash guard. What prompted you to throw in your rash guard this morning?
To represent 10th Planet.
Yeah. What?
Say that again.
Say that into the mic again.
To represent 10th Planet.
Yeah.
And my mom chose the shirt and I had to look good.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she chose out the gi to represent 10th Planet.
Whoa.
No,
the gi.
no
What?
gi. You're not wearing a gi. You're pivoting here. I think you're missing the conversation though.
He's sliding his soapbox out.
Yeah. What do you think? Do you like the gi better, or do you like no gi better? Because you've done a little bit of both. Thomas,
No gi.
you like no gi better?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Do you like, because you can kind of wrestle more?
And it makes it more easier.
It makes it easier.
Because with the gi, when you feel the mat, it feels like the clothes, the gi goes to your body and you can feel it, and it's very hard.
You don't like,
makes it's uncomfortable.
the gi is uncomfortable, the fabric and stuff, the way that it's like on your body.
Yeah,
Bro, I get claustrophobic in it, man.
And so you feel more comfortable without that on when you're grappling. Yeah, that's cool. I can.
I sometimes like the short sleeve a lot.
You like short sleeve rash guards too?
Because it mostly doesn't work a lot for me.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we'll have to order you a little couple short sleeve ones
I
too.
already got one.
I know.
Hey, I'm on the short sleeve ticket too, man. I like short sleeves. I like to be able to slip my arm through when I'm doing stuff. But I see why people like. Oh yeah, see, your dad calls me out on it.
Flex. It's okay. I'm not mad at you.
Well,
You can like what you like. So, yeah, it's cool, man. it's cool to sort that stuff out. I'm looking forward to getting in there with either one of those guys. If it is one of those guys, I don't even know like how he's like. Is he saying that how they're gonna seed it or whatever? Does he know
No,
something?
that's no. That's how it was playing out as of they were talking about it on the live stream with Brandon last night.
Oh,
And they were saying as it set this
missed that.
week.
I missed that.
As the seedings were sitting that week, it puts you against Jake right now.
so he announced how they were gonna do the finals or the playoffs in the finale. He announced how they were gonna seed that.
now you asked me details that Egghead may.
I don't
be
know
able
what
to
he
back me.
like. I don't know how he knows it would be Matt or Jake because I don't even know.
It was whatever they were looking at. However, they were looking at the
Because remember
the
when
way
we
it
left,
played
I
out.
asked how they were gonna structure the playoffs, and they're like, we don't know, or whatever how they were gonna do it.
I think they were discussing that. I was kind of watching Mortal Kombat at the same time I was watching it. So sorry, Brandon.
I don't know. I don't know, man.
LOL.
I'll fight all of them.
Yeah, I think that it shakes out to where
The Dream versus the World, May 21st. Let's go.
it will be May 21st on
Brandon's YouTube.
people can on the YouTube, and they
PGF.
also have people that can show up and watch.
Oh yeah, you can go to it in person. It'll be at I think it's Epic Church in Decatur. It's big.
Okay.
That's where they went, Decatur, Alabama. Yeah, you guys will probably be there.
Egghead said it's blue 1 versus red 4, and so on and so forth.
Okay, so they're thinking that Jake and Matt are gonna be 2
Play.
and 3 somewhere. I guess.
Yes, I guess that's how that plays out.
Cool.
Yeah,
That's the 2 matches I would like to have.
either one would.
I
be
like
fun.
those matches.
Either one would be fun.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I would like to have a match with everybody that's in the playoffs. Nobody that's making it to the playoffs, they would all be good matches to have again.
That's funny because it's like I think about baseball, the playoffs.
Yeah, and
It's
that's
funny
kind
to me.
of, that's what
That's
they're
kind
doing.
of what it's playing out to.
It's making it to be like jiu-jitsu, to be like other sports where you have playoffs like baseball does and like football does and like basketball does. We're trying to make it to where jiu-jitsu is more like a sport
Other sports.
with seasons. Yep. So that way you can take a little break sometimes. Yep. You're so sharp, dude.
UFC, I mean.
Like
UFC.
the UFC, it's a little bit different than the UFC. UFC really just they do
Private
shows.
contractors.
Yeah.
Boxing.
Yeah, same. It's different.
Same thing.
Yeah, yeah.
It's sort of.
You know a lot of pro sports though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favorite pro sport, Thomas?
Baseball.
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 Well, I used to love football.
Did you?
What
Love it.
what makes you love baseball?
I get to hit off the tees a lot, and it makes it more easier. And I mostly get a lot of hits
Yeah.
off, not on the tee, but when my coach throws it, I mostly get it very good.
Yeah.
And I'm very fast.
You're a good hitter. Speaking into the microphone.
Tell them how good you hit into the microphone.
Talk to the mic.
I'm like
How good of a hitter are you?
5 through 10. I mean, 1 through 10, I would be 5.
A 5 out of 10. I mean, this is your.
That's
you've-
modest.
Yeah, it's your first year, so yeah, that's strong. I appreciate the honest
5
rating.
means like
That's good.
5 means in the middle,
Yeah.
so you're proctor.
You're average.
Beginner.
Boom. Yeah.
Number 8 is heroic.
Okay. Ooh.
Heroic is 8.
10
Y'all get
hard.
that? Heroic is 8 according to
I'm
Thomas.
trying to get to level 8, son.
Egghead
What's up?
says that Matt is behind Jake currently, but only by 3 points. Matt can possibly overcome Big Bro in the last week.
Who does Jake have last?
I should be a better host
'Cause
and have it pulled
Matt
up.
has me, and I have James, so that doesn't affect them. But I know Matt has me last. I don't know who else Matt has.
Let's see. Block 15. Jake has Kevin last. Ooh.
Who's his match before that? Because there's 2, so he'd have to. Weird.
Let's see. Block 14. Oh, it's all such a blur. There's like absolutely nothing.
Who's talking?
Let's see. Jake versus Sam is block 14.
Sam Barbosa.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, the other Sam. Yeah. That's an interesting
So he's got Sam and Kevin.
Sam and Kevin.
Matt has someone else in me.
Matt has
And there's 3 points
you and
difference.
Mike.
Mega Mike.
Mega Mike before you.
Oh.
And you just came off of Evan.
And have James.
Yep.
Because that's the other thing, too, is that people don't I don't even know. Well, I mean, I keep saying that people don't realize, but maybe they do realize by now. But, like, all of this occurred in such a short amount of time.
Like
we're
days.
on day 6.
Yeah, 6 days. So I'm going to fight at Elkins May 21st then, either way, it sounds like.
It sounds like that's the way that plays out.
Evan can't get in. Evan's not in the mix for that.
See, I haven't kept up with that well
I guess he
enough.
can't be 2. He maybe could be 3, but maybe not 2. I don't know. I don't know how the points are. I just know that I was making it to the playoffs.
Yeah, I wasn't paying enough attention to the points to really be. That's why if people wanted fantasy advice, I was the
I
wrong
was the
person.
worst. Yeah, I would lose. I was pissed this last day though, especially after the match with Evan. I was super mad, super upset that I didn't score.
Yeah,
because I was falling I was so far behind. Like, and watching this thing now, I was like seeing the points, and these guys got like 60. And I got like 25 or whatever. I'm like, man, there is not a 45-point difference in our skill levels. You know, or like, that is for, I guess, of the things that you've asked me, some of the things that are hard to like, to look at and like reconcile a little bit. That, like looking at a scoreboard and seeing someone has 25 more points than you do.
yeah,
It's like, they're not that much better than me, man.
yeah.
Not even better than me, maybe. But this week they've done so much better. It's weird. Like, you know what I mean? Like at the end of the season, because like I have a couple of really strong zeros.
Yeah, that's Egghead just pointed out. He said that Matt has a real chance to overtake him, and Evan is number 4.
So Evan's gonna get Hunter.
I got a lot of zeros too. Because
Because
I haven't
do?
been competing. So I
you
have
haven't
a
been
lot of
competing.
zeros.
Yeah. We gotta step up the competition a little bit, huh?
Are you excited to compete, Thomas?
I don't know yet.
You don't know how you feel towards it? Talk to the mic and tell me how you feel towards competition.
Slide back, baby.
I'm nervous mostly.
You nervous?
Yeah? How do you deal with those nerves?
Do you need me to tell you that?
I didn't even hear what he just said.
How do you deal with your nerves when you get nervous? What do? You try to take your deep breaths.
I'm in the middle with my nerves.
You're in the middle of your nerves right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So take a deep breath
You just breathe.
and just do it. You just gotta do it. Right?
Right.
That's it. You just gotta go compete, and if you win or you lose, we'll still get ice cream. It doesn't matter to me. You know what I'm talking about. So that's it.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing, man. This is what we're doing. This is all of it. I don't really care about everything else. What everybody else thinks and what everybody else sees and all that kind of stuff.
And I wish this was what the end right now.
You wish this was the end? We're getting pretty close, probably. We're getting pretty close. But this is the thing. This is where we are right now. I'm in the middle of a lot of things. I'm in the middle of a lot of like opportunities. I'm in the middle of a lot of things that are exciting, and then there's a lot of opportunities that are coming up that I want to take that I could grow into or make happen with force of will and a lot of effort and stuff like that. But I don't have the time that I want to commit to those things because it would take away from him or
Right.
Charlie or stuff like that while they're at this such young age. He's just now 6, he'll be 7. He just started his first t-ball season or whatever. Charlie's 4, she's about to be 5, she's doing gymnastics. Stuff like that's important. Like I need to be there for that stuff more than I need to be
in jiu-jitsu a lot, and you want to be with your son and daughter,
I do want to be with
and you
y'all.
want to see everything what they're doing, or if they're competing.
I do. I want to be able to
You
do
want to
it.
see Charlie and me, and just for information, one time he was a coach. He's a coach of t-ball too.
I help coach the t-ball when I go out there, right? But I can't commit to it full time because the t-ball is usually in the middle of when I have to be teaching classes. But
Right.
for the next month or so, on the night that there's t-ball, I'm not going to be there. I'm not going to be teaching class. Somebody's going to be covering the class for me and if that one night a week for a month or so costs us a couple of members or people don't sign up or whatever, I'm not going to say that's not frustrating in some way. I'm not going to say that that doesn't bother me in some way, but it's not going to bother me more than not going to the game.
Yeah.
You know, and that would bother me a lot more for a lot longer than if I do sign up this random person that may or may not ever be any person valuable other than to make money in my life. And that's like, money is not the thing.
Right.
Money's not it.
This is the thing.
Yeah, I went and sat with my CPA a little bit this morning and was talking with him, and like, we're doing okay. We're not rich. We're doing okay. But like, just like I told him, if we can do all the things we want to do, if they can do what they want to do, we can have all our stuff paid for. But at the end of every month, the bank account says $0. But then on the first of every month, there's enough money to do everything that we need to do on the first, second, third, fourth, fifth. We get to travel. We get to train. We get to compete. We get to
We don't even go on a train. No, we don't even have trains.
I'm talking
Right
about
in
Training.
training.
train.
We do get to travel. Like, I'm
We
getting to
can't,
take.
we can't take a train.
No, well, we could, but
Why do we even know where a train is?
A train?
We're going to Costa Rica this year with them,
Right.
Because of this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, those,
He's getting to go with you on some trips.
Yeah,
that
I'm
are
going to
some
take him with me
training.
to a
Yeah.
seminar in
on
May.
summer break, I'm going to my dad's seminar.
Yep, we're
Yeah.
gonna fly and travel together. Like, that's the
I
thing.
like flying the most, not
Yeah.
car travel.
Me too.
Car
It's
travel
super
is hard
fun.
for me.
Yeah, but they both
Good.
have their downfalls, right? Being stuck in the plane for too long can also be a travel problem.
Yeah.
Wouldn't make it for me, but if it was rain, that would be a real problem. Gotta find somewhere quick.
Traveling thoughts with Thomas.
What else do you need with you when you travel? What are your favorite travel things? What are your essentials? Give me 2 things that you have to have when you travel on a plane. Go.
And I don't want to say this out loud, but I'm going to spell it. The words.
I think they can spell.
Nintendodo.
Oh, Nintendo. Okay.
Okay. That is an essential.
What else? UNDERWEAR. Underwear.
Boy.
Is it travel? Boy. Get your stuff out of here. Anyway.
We're talking about doing a July
Probably in
Mid-South.
July, Mid-South, because
Yeah.
we're going to Costa Rica for the 4th for that week. I'm going to be
In
down
May.
in July at the Coco Cabinas in Samara, Costa Rica. I think it's the Cosmic Traveler Jiu-Jitsu Club is down there. Just kind of contacted them, and they showed interest in having me down, and we could stay there for the week and teach, and could bring them. And it's a different part of Costa Rica we haven't been to yet, so we're going to do that for the week. But then after that, then we'll be able to do the tournament. So I'll be trying to get it set up pretty soon. We're trying to figure out the weight classes. So we talked about it a little bit more, but either 185, like definitely 185 men, and then either 135 women or 155 men. Somewhere in there,
seeing
one of those two.
which one's more
Get
popular.
more.
Yeah, and
The
if we don't do it in the gym, then maybe we could do all 3, because then
Possibly.
there would be more space. The only
Yeah.
reason we
Yeah.
couldn't do 3 of them is because of the number of people in the building,
Oh,
And,
so
and the
limited
mats
on
are very
space.
small.
Very
Yes.
good point.
and so we need
And the room is very small.
yes.
Because they have not that much room for
Spatially
135
challenged.
women or men.
If we had 135 women in there, it would definitely be overpacked.
Yeah, we would be full.
I was
We
talking
need
about
to
I was
use,
talking
like,
about
the whole
135
thing.
pounds, not 135 total.
We need a bunch of people sitting down in a circle.
You
like
thought we were
wall.
gonna have a 135 person bracket? That's funny.
That would be
What
a
if you
bracket.
glued some to the wall to make it
Glue
easier?
some people to the wall.
Yeah, to make more room.
Oh, you talking about mats? There are mats on the wall, but wall fighting isn't what we're doing here.
Spatial planes matter. Yeah.
Yeet.
So yes, so sometime
July.
in July, Mid-South Classic, I guess. So we'll say it now. Let's go ahead and try to see the interest in 135 women, 155 men, and definitely 185 men. And if we can run all 3, let's run all 3. And if we can only do the 2, then we'll pick the 2 that get the most interest the fastest. How about that? We'll start posting it up. We'll have a firm date before the end of the weekend, I guess. We'll pick a day in July and say that. So here it is. You heard it here first. We're going to give away $1,000 a bracket. 8 persons, we're going to give you $1,000. We're going to have a sponsor. I don't know who it's going to be. Hopefully it's going to be Sheath again. Hopefully they got the value that we bring to the table with them. We're gonna knock it out the park again this time. And look, we're paying the people. We're paying the competitors. That's who this is for. Like you can come and watch the show maybe. Hopefully, if we have it somewhere else, you can tune in on YouTube and all that kind of stuff. But it's to put money in the pocket of the competitors as much as anything else.
If you get them 500
what?
bucks for
We're gonna give them $1,000.
We're giving them double that. Double that. Tom.
500 plus 500 goes 1,000.
Yes, sir.
That's math. It is. And so that's what we're trying to do, man. We're trying to put money in people's pockets, and then eventually that money will come back into my pocket somehow, someday, some way. And if not, then I feel like I've done the pay it forward thing that you're supposed to do when you get to the point where you can do that. Like somebody helped me out a lot of times, and I wish I would have had more opportunities like this to compete.
When you're really doing it for the culture, like you're building up a culture that is allowing for the growth of things that it comes back in different ways.
Yeah, it's more. It's not the money. The money is not the point. You need money to do things, but again, that's not what it is. I just want the experiences and the people and I enjoy it. Like I really truly just enjoy it. There's definitely parts of it that I don't enjoy, like the stresses of trying to do the matchmaking and finalizing brackets and people not showing up at the last second. But I don't want to focus on that. I try not to even dwell on it. I try just whatever. If it ends up a short bracket, whatever, run it. If they don't show up, fine. We'll do whatever we got to do. We'll plug in a white belt. We'll plug in 2 white belts. We'll plug in another guy. If we got to do it, we'll do it. If we have to, we'll replace everybody.
You show up, throw your $100 down, you're in.
What if we had 100 white versus 100 black?
The whites would lose.
The black, the black belts are the good guys.
The black belts are the better belts.
Yeah. The white belts are the guys that just started, which, I mean, we're all white belts, Thomas.
You're a white belt,
What
Thomas.
about on brown belts versus black?
That would be a good.
That'd be a fun one.
That's interesting. It depends
That'd be
on.
a good one to go against.
Maybe we should.
100 black belts versus 100 brown.
Like a kumite, like a one time though, like on a basketball court.
Just all at once?
Everybody going
or
at one
like
time?
one
Yeah, everybody's
individually?
competing against each other.
Just
like a battle.
They're going
brawl.
against one person each time. They're going against every black
Oh,
belt.
like a round robin.
Yeah, everybody's going against everybody.
Sir, do you have a
They're gonna
job?
against 100
I may offer you a development job.
I love you,
And they're
son.
going to have, like, after they go against 50 people,
watch
they're
'em
going to have a break. After they go against 50 people, they're going to have a break.
You get a break after 50.
Oh, man.
The future's looking bright, guys. The future is looking bright.
Also, so next week is the final week of the PGF.
Oh yeah, next week I guess will be the final week on Friday night. So tune in, watch
the real
me.
finals.
I guess the real final of the season that we were pre-recorded. James Regina, Matt Elkins. See where the playoffs are going to be after this week. This is going to be set. That's going to be May 21st in Decatur. Fans are allowed. Also, you can live stream. Send me some money. Sponsor me if y'all want to help me out. I'm doing a lot of things that cost money. We're making money, but I got to spend all of it to do this stuff. So if you guys want to see me do more stuff, help me out. Like I need to travel. I got to fly. It helps to bring Isaac with me if you guys like this kind of content and stuff like that. So if you know somebody or know somebody that knows somebody, like jump on board, man. We're trying to do it big. We're trying to help people out. We're trying to grow the community, but we're definitely, we're trying to do it like organically too. We're not trying to go crazy, and we could use the help of the people that are really interested in what we're doing. So if you think you want to help us out, reach out and we'll see what we can do. We can see how we can help grow your business alongside our businesses, and yeah, we'll all get a little bit of shine together and do it for the love of the game.
And we'll be moving this show to Wednesdays.
Wednesdays.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
We don't have time yet, but
Wednesdays, and it'll pivot from this to where, it'll be more, I guess, sort of like this one, where there'll be someone in here that we can talk to, or either it'll be me and you talking about the current events, or, it'll be more of a regular styled podcast without a theme, unless something's coming up, and then we can pivot into that. Because, again, like I said, we're doing the Mid-South Classic. I'm going to Costa Rica in July. We have the Dream Camp in October, which is the one that I was really pushing. That's mine. The other thing was like a family vacation deal that I'm going to do, where I'm going down there and teaching. So it's not really like a thing that I'm just going for fun to teach down there. But it's something that I'm doing. It's fun. The Dream Camp is in October. That's going to be really cool. We're bringing so many people down there. It's stupid. Like, I can't believe that thing is happening the way that it's happening, and like literally the way that it came together, and like the stupid things that we were sitting talking about the first times we were talking about it. Like, I have the contacts in my phone now of the people that I said I was gonna have that are down there that are doing stuff, and so it's super cool to see all that stuff start to finally come together. But it's a lot. It's a lot of work. It takes a lot of time. So thank you everybody that's tuning in, that's paying attention. We're gonna pivot to Wednesdays. It's just gonna be more of the same. And like, if you like what we're doing, then stay with us, man. We're gonna keep doing more of it, and we're gonna keep doing a better job of it. We're gonna keep getting better. We're gonna keep improving the jiu-jitsu, the quality of the shows. My philosophy is gonna always improve because I'm not gonna let myself stagnate. That's the deal. It's evolve or die, and that's in everything. So that's what we're gonna do. Shout out to Works Bookkeeping and Accounting, Peach Podcast Syndicate, Parkway Automotive Studios, 10th Planet Perry, Blind Lincoln Productions, also the Sheath Underwear. Y'all have nothing to do with this show really, but man, thank you guys so much for helping out the Mid-South Classic last week. That was a real boost, man, like confidence wise and like mentally to finally to do something with that. So thank you guys. Much love, everybody. Peace.
Peace.
Hey, yeah. Hey, how many people you tap? A lot. 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 How many times you get tapped? A lot. How many times you get pinned? A lot. How many times did you win? A lot. How many times did you lose? A lot.